as now we are recording.
We're recording? Oh, okay.
Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to solve. We need to solve for x. Now, in the middle, this x is going to be pretty difficult because what we have is we have an x on the left side and we have an x on the right side of the equation. Remember, we only want to solve for one x. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to combine these x's. Now, when combining these x's, it becomes very difficult. Just go behind please, thank you. It becomes very difficult because we have fractions. So I'm going to show you one way we can do it with fractions, because right now in this course you guys should know how to do that. And they're also going to show a way that you can get rid of the fractions and do it. So the first way, if I have 2/3 x minus 1/6 equals 1/2 x plus 5/6. Well guys, if you just use your normal operations, remember the first thing we want to do is we want to get the variable on the same side. So I can either subtract my 1/2 x or my 2/3 x. And I usually always like to get my variable on the left side unless it's going to give me a negative. So I'm going to subtract my 1/2 x. What that's going to do is that's going to get rid of my variable on the right side. Now why this is not a very preferred method is students hate subtracting fractions. Alright? But you guys need to know the process of subtracting fractions. These do not have the same denominator, so I need to multiply the left by 2/2 and the right by 3/3, because the least common multiple of 2 and 3 is 6. So therefore I'm left with 4/6 minus 3/6, which equals 1/6. So therefore this is 1/6 x minus 1/6 equals 5/6. Alright? Then I need to get this fraction, I need to get rid of this fraction. So I need to add 1/6 on the both sides. So therefore I have 1/6 x equals 5/6 plus 6/6 is going to give me 6/6, which is equal to 1, right? So now what I really have is I have 1/6 x equals 1. To get rid of this fraction, I can multiply by the reciprocal on both sides, and what I obtain is x is equal to 6. Now, let's check it another way to see if we're going to get the same answer. A lot of times what I don't like to do is, a lot of you guys are going to hate fractions, right? So you won't even want to attempt this. That's fine, that's okay. What you can also do is get rid of, you can get rid of all these fractions. So what you want to do is you want to multiply by the least common multiple of all your denominators. So if I look at here, I have 3, 6, 2, and 6. So what is the smallest number that all those numbers go into? Yes? 2. What's the smallest, oh, not the smallest number that goes in, what's the smallest number that all of these go into? Like what's the least multiple of all those? 6. 6, exactly. So therefore, what I get is, so if I do 2/3 x minus 1/6 equals 1/2 x plus 5/6. So if I'm going to multiply, everything by 6. Alright, you're really going to have to pay attention for this because this is where a lot of you are going to make your mistakes. You have a number on the numerator and you're going to have a number in the denominator, okay? 6 divided by 3 gives you what? 2. 2 times that 2 is what? 4. 6 divided by 6 is 1 times this negative 1 is 1. Can you guys please stop the tapping? Thank you. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3x. 6 divided by 6 is 1 times 5 is. Alright? You just go let them in. Now I get my variables on the same side. So what I did was by multiplying by 6, I eliminated all my fractions, which is very cool because now I can get rid of my x on the right side by subtracting a 3x. Therefore, I'm left with x minus 1 equals 5. Right there. Then from here, what you guys can do is, you add your 1 on both sides. X is equal to 6. So therefore, guys, it doesn't matter which way you want to do it. You can either solve it with fractions, or you can get rid of everything by multiplying by your least common multiples. All right? And that's how you solve when you have variable on both sides with fractions.